Hello, I'm Kat. Welcome to today's Crofternomic video. Today we're going to be speaking to vet Ken Wilson from DS McGregor Partners in Thurso. Ken's going to be explaining to us about the benefits and the cost efficiencies that can be made by having a health plan on your croft or your small holding for cattle.
Our crofters in Scotland are under a lot of pressure at the moment. We're part of an industry which is very much under public scrutiny. And I think it's something that we need to rise to the challenge a bit and show that we can do things a little bit better. So crofter health plans give us a few opportunities to target this. We have to be able to demonstrate as an industry that we can show increased efficiency in animal production and therefore reduce the emissions that are produced from animal production. We've also got to be able to demonstrate that the meat products produced in Scotland are from animals which enjoy good welfare and good health, because our customers are going to make a choice when they go and buy their beef, they go and buy their lamb. They want to be sure that Scottish beef and lamb is a product that they can trust as being one of high welfare. We also have to be able to show that we use antibiotics and all medicines in a responsible fashion. And crofter health planning and working with your vet in a collaborative fashion on this kind of project is something that can help us to target all these things. So herd health consulting and planning on your croft involves a number of key processes. We look to measure production and efficiency on the croft. This can help us to identify areas for obvious improvement. So an example of this in the cattle setting would be, for example, poor fertility rates. If we realise that your croft has got poor cattle fertility, we can then put in place some measures to help with that. For example, testing the fertility of your bull, maybe looking at the way that you manage your heifers. These things can then provide a demonstrable improvement in the efficiency and therefore reduce the emissions from your cattle herd. The second part of a herd health consultation and plan is to look at risk factors for disease on the croft. We'll try and then put in place some actions that can reduce the incidence of disease and improve the welfare of your animals. An example of this would be to instigate a vaccination protocol for a key disease and therefore reduce the incidence of that disease, improve the efficiency of the croft and reduce your costs associated with treating that disease in your animals. As part of a croft health planning exercise, we have to look at the antibiotics and the medicines that you use in your croft. By benchmarking antibiotic use, we can look for areas for improvement and we can also look for any trends that might develop. So an increase in antibiotic use year to year might be a red flag that is a particular problem we need to get in and deal with. A reduction in antibiotics year to year is something that proves that the measures in place already are working. It's important with croft health planning to build in regular reviews. We need to see whether or not any changes that we've put in place have been beneficial or otherwise to your herd. We've also got to appreciate that we're dealing with a moving picture. The disease pressures on farms and the risks that you face are not the same every year, every season. And we've got to have a system that can respond to those changes and allow you to make effective changes to your health processes on the farm.